Cheers, everybody. How's everybody doing today? So, looks like my channel was taken out by YouTube because I said the masks they don't work. And anyway, they didn't like that too much. So I took my info right off the X22 report, the audio, because it was labeled as medical misinformation. I won't be posting for a while. And at least not in the same way as I was before. I kind of figured this was going to happen. I got a big mouth, and they don't like that. So, because of my position, I said location, just proximity to all the politicians here in my hometown. I think the pressure's going to let it up. It's going to let up a little bit because they're going to the cottage now and they're not even here anymore. So, that being said, there's a lot of unanswered questions that, people who are in power are going to take kind of control, try and frame this conversation about genocide. And so they're going to try and frame it, and they're going to try and spin it their own way. And what's going to happen is you're going to see not only just more and more little babies being found underneath these residential schools. You're going to see live human trafficking of the same people that we're talking about here. Okay, so the Highway of Tears, I've touched on it so many times. Perhaps this whole line of research has come full circle, and the IRS channel was essentially built on other people's channels. It was piggybacking on the Boogeyman channel, on the Flat Earth British channel, on John Levi channel, Autodidactic UAP, even Jerry's channel for a while. I made no secret about that. So, what I would really like to see is the Anti-Defamation League come into play, or somehow the consul that they do with the Brene Birth, the Jewish, I'm not sure I'm even pronouncing it correctly, but they handle a lot of the human rights abuses. Sometimes in certain parts of the world, they've been known to take this information forward in sort of an unbiased way, because they set it up so it's a third party sort of organization, and they run it internationally. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And I simply I suggested that a couple of days ago to them because, first of all, they're not Catholic, they're Jewish. I'm not sure if that's a bonus, that might be a detriment, but the third party, they've handled this kind of genocide / Holocaust situation already in the past. It's the perfect solution to your problems. And furthermore, I don't see where China's getting off anywhere free. They're not getting a fucking free ride for one fucking second, okay, Chinese? You're gonna pay just like everyone else. And I don't care if your shit's counterfeit. We've got blockchain technology, and that's gonna kill counterfeit everything. Everything from elections to counterfeit products being sold, anywhere. It's really going to come down hard on that kind of, Chinese knockoff economy is over. So do with that what you want. The laws are already changed, and half the companies are leaving China already. You're going to see a reckoning there. Boo. And I believe that the whole Canadian government's like working hand in hand with them. And don't believe it for a second that they're deflecting this human rights issue. That, oh, you're worse than me. That's a race to the bottom. That's a case of lowered expectations and lowered standards. And that's not even a response to, this is a serious international incident now. Okay? It's hard to pronounce that. Just ask Joe Biden. You get some serious international pressure on board now, because there is no other way forward. And the fact that they're calling, well, maybe there's going to be an election. Maybe everyone will vote NDP this time. Oh, I hope so. Oh, don't go with the hope strategy. You want to do something political, then fucking confront them and email them and bug them like I do. And they fucking hate me for it. So let that hate grow inside of you. Let it take over. Fact of the matter is, we're going to get our own organizations going. We're going to get to the bottom of this catastrophic Canadian-made genocide. That's what it is. And I told you in the beginning I was a human rights advocate, standing up for human rights, and not much more than that. So if you go back and look at the people I worked for as Council of Canadians, type of organizations, and if I wasn't being paid for them, by them, I was doing it for free. And that's why a lot of these musicians, they owe me one, because I did a video for them 10 years ago. All right, so that's why I took TV and film in school. Now, I'm planning my own documentary. It's going to be coming out. What's going to happen on my IRS channel is, eventually they'll remove the strike. Okay, they said it's going to be 2 weeks, not 3 months like I thought it was. I can't have another strike in 3 months, in case you didn't. That's the policy. You can't have another third strike within the next 90 days, or your channel will be canceled. All right, so what I'm going to do is just lay off the videos, put a few up on this channel, the IRS Optics channel, and anyone that's looking that desperately for my material can find it there for a couple of weeks. It's also on Odyssey. You go to Odyssey, it's capital IRS, small m, capital EDIA. It's all one word on there. I think that might be monetized. Now, as far as the monetization goes for my channel, it's going to be monetized going forward. There's going to be one commercial at the end of every video. I'm going to set this up properly, and if I have to change the name, start over, monetize my channel, moving forward, the research I do is going to be for money. I don't take Patreon. I take XRP if you have it. I give you my wallet address. But I don't want to be paid that way for this research. I did all that research in the last 5 years for free, and I gave it away. They don't do that anywhere, not in university or anything. They get paid, and that kind of information, knowledge is power. That's why they charge for it. So until they start giving out master's degrees in cryptocurrency, anyone can be a master in cryptocurrency. So I encourage you to check it out. If you need help with a wallet, just contact me directly. I will help anyone that contacts me. That's my lot in life, I guess. So we're coming up on the 10-minute mark. I'd like to keep this video short. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being interested in the truth and for following up with this channel. I'm gonna have to move my house, so we're moving. It's gonna be a lot more, it's a better place, trust me, and a lot of changes are going on, so all my paintings are done and I got everything in a box and we're ready to go. So it's gonna be a one-shot deal. If I was able to move in the middle of the night, I fucking would. That's how fucking adamant and privacy directed I am. I could care less about anyone else at this point. I'm not that way, you know? We gotta like start pointing the finger at the government who paid the bishops and the priests and the school boards. They paid the heat. They paid for the buildings. They paid for they paid for it all. So, and if they did pay for it all, it's an illegitimate government. It shouldn't even exist. Okay, those political parties have blood on their hands. Okay, so you know, the fact that the seat hasn't changed once in Vanier, Ontario, Ottawa, hasn't changed. It's always been in the fucking Liberals' hands. And I actually helped that guy out and I played music for his fucking campaign open 1 year. I was oblivious. But you know what? Go down there and check out Vanier. That's where they want to ship all the homeless people. That's where they want to squeeze them into such a tight corner where they got rich people on all sides and encroaching like fucking piranha, eating away that fucking little piece of that little neighborhood, you know. No one's standing up for that neighborhood. And I'm not even from there. And my French isn't that good. They would be almost insulted if I spoke French to them. Like, you know, so I don't. And when I go to Japan, I don't fucking speak Japanese to them. It's an insult. It's like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? You're here for 1 week out of the year and you're trying to speak Japanese to me? Yeah, that's funny. Funny. Anyway, so no one's standing up for Vanier. Where the hell the roads are even in terrible shape? You go over there and the roads, it's like walking on the moon. Okay? So perhaps what I'll do is I'll make the IRS optics show monetized. I know, I hate sitting in front of commercials too. And I hate fucking YouTube for that matter, for the treatment that they put me through. All right? First strike. They didn't give me a proper link to even appeal. They didn't give me an appeal link. Okay, I called them on that. And then the second time on my other channel, they did the same thing. I couldn't even appeal it. So you can't appeal the first strike, apparently. You can appeal the second strike. And because my strikes came one on top of the other, both to do with the same topic, I'm supposed to hold my breath and like not talk about it. That's really impossible in case you haven't been watching this fucking show. Okay, I say what I want and I do what I want. So what I'm gonna do is set up my studio at the new house, get my kids in order and get them back into a new school and stuff. And once I'm done and I'm fucking over there, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, like I said. Maybe not a couple of months, but I'm not going to rush it. I don't want to rush it now. And, you know, the whole health thing, too. I was rushed to the hospital, I think you know, and they refused to give me chemotherapy because I wasn't going to wear a mask. So, it's whatever, man. You know, I'm not sitting down and taking this, okay? I don't roll. I don't roll like the people just roll over. I don't roll. I rock, okay? You can too. So, I hope you guys are well. Take care.